Hi, I'm Kristin. I'm a recreation therapist and a yoga instructor at Water's Edge, and I want to invite you to join me in a practice of self-care that I found meaningful. First, I think it's important to note that self-care can often be reduced to bubble baths or pedicures, and we could certainly discuss a litany of activities that we could do in our leisure time for the purposes of self-care. But if whatever you choose to do for self-care isn't done from a place of self-compassion, it's not going to have much of an impact. So this is a self-compassion exercise that I learned from another therapist, Elise Snipes, and it involves using a mirror. Using a mirror for any purposes other than a quick check-in to make sure the buttons on our shirt are fastened properly can feel kind of strange. So if you want to just watch this video one time through, the first time around, just to warm yourself up to the concept, that's an option. You could also choose a part of the body to focus on during this exercise that feels a little bit more neutral, like a shoulder. And then you could cast a soft gaze on that part of the body. So you're still in connection with yourself. You're just seeing yourself more peripherally. If you are open to trying something new and different today, see if you can show up and be that safe and accepting person to the individual you encounter in the mirror, and see if you can even make eye contact with this person for the sake of practicing self-compassion and connection with yourself today. The first thing that I do is I quietly and without judgment accept the presence of the person that's in front of me. I might notice urges to fix or adjust or critique, but since that's not why I'm using the mirror right now, I'm going to pass over those thoughts and impulses and allow myself to simply be that safe and welcoming person to the individual that I encounter. I'm giving myself a moment to share space with the person that's in front of me quietly. I'm tuning into that person I see and receiving her presence without judgment. In my mind, I might say things to that person that I see, such as, "How are you?" And then I'm listening, I'm watching. "Thanks for showing up." "I see you." I'm welcoming and receiving the person that's in front of me. As I observe this person's presence, I'm making mental notes of my observations. I may pick up on what her energy feels like today. Maybe I notice what kind of emotions I might sense to be present for her in this moment. And there might be thoughts that arise about this exercise while you try this out. See if you can allow yourself to dismiss them and then reorient your awareness to the objective of self-compassion as you reconnect with that person in front of you. When I get really distracted with judgments or thoughts that pull me away from my intention, I'll imagine what it's like to sit with and receive the presence of a loved one. And then I'll return to the person in the mirror and see if I can sit with her in a similar way. After sitting with myself for a moment, I'll ask myself for one word that represents what I might be needing in the moment. Rather than closing my eyes and tuning my attention inward, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm asking myself, "Kristin, what do you need today?" And then I'm watching, I'm listening, and sensing. between the two of us, we come up with one word that has meaning to me. I'm using my observations from greeting myself earlier to listen for what my word might be, my need, and then I'm also remaining in connection with a person that's sitting right in front of me. And today I'm sensing affirmation. Finally, I like to place a hand to my heart, both as a gesture of self-compassion and also as I symbolically allow myself to give and receive my word. I'm a healthy adult and I am able to recognize what I need. I am able to give myself what I need. It's okay if this feels difficult to assert. I don't claim to be perfect, but it's helpful to remind myself of this truth that I'm practicing. My commitment to this practice allows me to take on a posture of self-compassion. Thanks for joining me. May you receive well whatever it is that you need today.